like is the goal for colonizing on the moon just to be like the step between going to other places, or is there also a, a goal to start a colony and have regular people live there? Like, what's your thought on that?
I would love that. I love the idea of like a lunar like country, I guess. I just think like that is a bright future for humanity versus
And like self-sustaining, completely
yes,
ideally.
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, like, do you think it'll be like its own country, or do you think it'll just be an amalgamation, or do you think it'll start as a bunch of countries and then the
Gain
people,
independence?
the people,
It's
yeah,
gonna
the
have
people
to.
of the moon?
It's gonna have to start, and I think over time, if they do get like self-sustaining and they start like doing their own things and like having their own culture, like they're gonna want independence eventually. Like eventually, the first human is gonna get born in space, and then the first human is gonna get born on the moon. And I don't know
We're
if
gonna
it'll
fight them.
exactly.
The Earth and the moon will
I don't know if
be-
it'll take this long, but there's gonna be people on the moon who haven't been to Earth, and there's gonna be
Yeah.
like a lot of
right.
people who see the moon as like their home, and why would they want to be under the flag of the United States that they've never been
Right.
to?
Well,
Right.
they also might not be able to come to Earth because of gravity.
That's like, yeah, that's a
Uh,
great.
Like,
mean?
how do you
good
compensate
point. They
for
don't know how to-
having so much less gravity on the moon?
that's a great
like, it
question.
changes your
and,
body over
like we
time.
won't
Yeah.
know until we go
yeah,
there
I got
or
you.
let
Like
these things happen.
developmentally, they're gonna evolve to be a different species.
Oh, they're gonna
potentially.
look different. Yeah, they're gonna evolve probably really
I mean,
quickly
over
over
Well,
there.
like
yeah.
when like you're in space, like your muscles atrophy, your bones start to decay. All of this stuff happens to your body because it's essentially like, oh, I don't need to be maintaining all of this because I'm not under 1G.
Right.
This is just a waste of resources for me.
Right, and the astronauts that we send there now do maintain it because they do exercise and
Yeah.
whatever because
Yeah.
they plan to come back to Earth.
Yeah.
But if they're
doesn't-
not planning to come back and they don't need
Exactly.
to,
Yeah.
But even it doesn't work. Like exercising isn't enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what the real solution is probably gonna be rotating space stations
Right.
that have 1G of gravity, and like that's where you sleep.
Has anyone made any progress on artificial gravity other than just rotating things? Is that completely
In
Science fiction
That's I think
beyond
so.
that?
In because we have to like bend space to do that, which is
yeah, that'd be
which
tough.
I do want to talk about a little bit later.
yeah, we do.
So Luke, what's like your number one reason of why, besides like if you think it would be cool, like why we should start colonizing the moon?
Yeah, so I could give you like
Or you can give me multiple reasons
I'll give
if you
you
want.
this. So it's about one big thing I think about humanity needs to go to space in general, and the first step is the moon. But they need to do that to avoid like the nihilistic perspective. Like if we just stay on Earth and the sun dies and we die with it, like everything was meaningless, I think. And like, yeah, maybe our conscious, like we have individual meaning, but I think we could have so much more meaning if we last longer than our cradle, which is like the Earth. Like we need to go and do other things. I
Yeah,
think.
because like compared to the like how old the Earth is, we're like a speck.
Yeah, and like if the Earth is like an American adult male, it's like 59 years old, and adult American males live till like 79 or something. And like we've only been on Earth for like a second, if that. I think that's like
Wait, so you're saying Earth is almost at the end of its lifespan?
yes, it is.
It's what we're like 13 billion years in. Is that the sun?
That's
Four-
the
4 billion.
universe.
Oh, that's the universe. Okay.
That's the
four,
universe.
4.5 or something,
Okay.
right?
How much left do we have of Earth as it is?
We have
now?
like 1 billion, I think, which
We
sounds
have
like
some time.
So it's-
but-
We'll
yeah.
be able to
we
get
have
off.
some time, but
plan up by then, right?
there are so many events that have happened in Earth's history that have brought biology like to its knees. Like we
Yeah.
think of the dinosaur impact, but like mammals survived that, and there's been so much worse than that. And like back when there was only bacteria on the Earth, which bacteria arose like almost as soon as it could, and it's been like brought like I think the like 80% of all life has been exterminated at one point, and that's like I think there's been like at least 5 dinosaur type like impacts, and so like that's one of many reasons. Like now we could just press our big red button and we could all kill each other, and like so there's more reasons than asteroids that we could all end.
So that's just the probability of that goes down if we spread out.
Yeah, like
we
even
put
if we
people in
have a
space.
billion
Yeah.
years, we should not take that for granted.
Yeah.
So like I see no reason to procrastinate going to space as soon as it's like economically viable and like we can do it.
I mean, just the odds that we don't have a nuclear war in a billion years just feels like impossible.
Well, also
I don't
like
know,
like world-ending events like you were talking about, Luke. Like the super volcano that's under Yellowstone is supposed to erupt, I believe, every like 200 million years, and we're around 100 million years overdue.
We're also
Oh.
due for like an ice age. Like we're due for a bunch of different stuff. And
So
like
we're cooked. Is
Yeah.
What
and like
is
yeah,
what I
and like
hear.
a gamma ray could come out of nowhere and just fry the entire solar system like at any time. Like we wouldn't know until that happened.
What's a gamma ray and where does it come from?
It's like suns, stars.
Pulsars.
Okay.
Yes, so like very energetic stars will like release these gamma ray bursts as they're called, and they travel at the speed of light. So like we wouldn't realize it was happening until it reached us, and it would just completely obliterate everything. Like gamma rays are the most energetic form on like the light spectrum, which is like radiation. So like there's X-rays, are like pretty chill. Gamma rays are like not chill at all.
So like one of these bursts hit the Earth. What time frame are we looking at? Weeks, days, months?
Well, like
Was it
since
instant?
it hits, or what do you mean?
Yeah,
Like-
like it hits the Earth. How much time?
like no time.
Like it just
we're
fries,
gone.
it instantly
Like
fries
seconds.
everything.
Like our DNA is dissolved. Like we're gone.
And
That's crazy.
would that chance go down if we're in the moon? Like,
No, so this is why like Elon Musk wants to go to like Mars. Not because he thinks it's out of range of nukes, which I find completely ridiculous. Like if we want to nuke Mars, we're gonna find a way to get a nuke there. But like a gamma ray burst is big enough that like anything that hits Earth is gonna catch the moon as well. Like these are very,
oh, but Mars could be safe if it's in the right
I don't
orbit.
think so. I
phase? Oh, you
think
don't- no?
any gamma ray burst would the entire solar system is done.
Like if it's sufficiently far enough away, it's like a laser pointer.
Yeah, exactly.
Sufficiently
It's
far
spread out.
away, it expands to a diameter that's far enough.
And like all stars are sufficiently far away.
Yeah.
It just like the odds of it happening are the odds that it's pointed in our direction when it happens.
Yeah,
If that happens, it's over.